Welcome 8th graders. Today we are going to learn how to graph linear functions when we have an equation of the line. So first, we need to take some notes. We are going to write the equation of the line. So pause that video, write it down, and then listen to me talking. Alright, so a linear equation is written in a form y equals mx plus b. And I hope in this video you see that m is in one color and b is another color. Okay, so that's one color and b is in different color. That is called slope y-intercept equation. Okay, where m is a slope, and that slope is always a coefficient of x, meaning it's a number in front of x, and a b is a y-intercept. I want you to get used to the letters m and b, because when I ask you what the slope is, I want you to write m equals. The letter m always will stand for slope, and b will stand for y-intercept. Okay, we know what the slope is. Now what is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is the point on a graph where the line crosses y-axis. When you intercept something, you cross it. So you're crossing y-axis. So now, let's look at this equation right here. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 5. From that equation, I can easily recognize what the slope is and what y-intercept is. Remember, slope is a number in front of x, and the y-intercept is that number without x, without any variable. So, right here, the slope is negative 3/4, and the y-intercept is 5. Meaning that my line will cross y-axis at 5, and then I will have a slope of negative 3/4, and we'll be graphing. But the most important part is to be able to read slope and y-intercept from the line, okay, from the equation. So let's look here at some examples, which says find the slope and y-intercept of the graph of the function. So we need to find the slope and the y-intercept. From the previous page, we knew that the slope is a number in front of x. So I can write that slope, okay, make sure you can see me. Okay, slope is 2 because 2 is in front of x. And y-intercept is 4 because 4 is a number with no variable. Okay, one more time. What's the slope of this one? I'll let you think for a second. Okay, if you answer that the slope is negative 5/6 and the y-intercept is, here's something to be careful with, y-intercept is negative 7. Negative 7. We have to take that number with the sign. Okay, negative 7. Okay, what do you think? Alright, here's a little practice for you. Okay, there's a bunch of them here. But I want you to look right now for problem number 1 and number 2. I'm going to cover the rest for a second. I want you to stop it and figure out what the slope and the y-intercept is. Go ahead. Welcome back. I hope you saw that negative 2x plus 2, so the slope is negative 2, and the y-intercept is 2. Okay, for the second one, slope is 1/4, and the y-intercept is negative 2. How did it go? Okay, one more. We'll do number 3 and 4, okay? All right, there you go. 3 and 4. Stop and figure out slope and y-intercept. Go. Okay, welcome back. Here it is what the answer is. The slope is a number in front of x, which is 1/3. And the y-intercept is 3. Now slope from the number 4 is 3/2. And the y-intercept is 3. Okay, I'm going to write a special equation and let's see if you can figure it out. Okay, I will just write it. So y equals 3x. Let's pause it and figure out what the slope is and what y-intercept is. Go. Okay, if you told me that the slope is 3, that's awesome. But now you might have been confused. What is the y-intercept? Well, y-intercept is not here. So I could write it plus 0, which means that my y-intercept is 0. Okay, so origin will be my y-intercept. Okay, one more. I want to talk about one more. Let's see if it's this one. Okay. Go ahead and pause it and figure out y-intercept and a slope. Okay, welcome back. What was slope? What's a number in front of x? That's a little bit harder here because it looks like I don't have anything. But if I had nothing, that would be 0. And 0 times x would be 0. But yet I have something, yet I do not write it. That is 1 because 1 times x is x. So slope is 1 and the y-intercept is 2. Alright, if you have any question, make sure you ask. And good job so far. We have one more video, so good job. Keep up. See you guys later.